Okay, here's the next episode. Just a quick update before the holidays. We're coming into Thanksgiving weekend. I figured I'd do a little update because I won't be working on the truck during the Thanksgiving holidays because I'll be out of town. But I do have my Y-pipe and part of the exhaust installed. The Y-pipe is welded, but there are a few holes in it. I need to get that fixed. What I'm thinking of doing is I'm having such an issue basically teaching myself how to weld on this thing that I'm going to go ahead and tack the catback portion and tack in my O2 bungs and then try to find a welder. Since I had issues with mobile welders, I'm figuring since I have everything laid out and tacked, I'll just take the pipes or the exhaust up somewhere and have them just kind of finish it up. Have them finish weld, and then hopefully they don't give me too much crap about my horrible welding on the Y-pipe, but they could at least fix the holes, and then we'll be good. I'm not concerned about the looks since it's under the truck, and I'm not building this to be a show truck. But I figured I would do a quick start. I haven't started the engine in a while. With most of the exhaust going through, or most of the exhaust going through an exhaust. I do have the muffler installed, but I do not have the muffler back. So let's hear it. She's sounding pretty good. Definitely tell. Yeah, definitely have a little bit of some exhaust leaks, but that's okay. We'll get that fixed. I also don't have the manifold gaskets on, so you're gonna hear the ticking in there. But she's sounding pretty nice. Currently I have a MagnaFlow straight through exhaust right there. But yeah, she's sounding nice. I'm digging it. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and turn her off, and we'll kind of talk about where else we're at. Oh yeah, that sounds really good. Go ahead and disconnect my battery. All right. So update where we kind of stand now. I finally got the ring and pinion last week. I haven't done any more on it, but I at least have it, so we can go ahead and continue the rear end saga and hopefully finish that up. But yeah, let's go underneath here, and you can kind of see there's my crossover pipe into the Y. You can kind of see the cat up there. There's a cat over there. And then we come back. I did do a flex pipe like factory. V-band to the cat back. And then, bending 1/2-inch rod is not the easiest, but kind of mimicking the factory hold. My tacks are a little crappy because I'm doing that on my back. It's not exactly fun. And then we have the MagnaFlow, and then we'll be going the rest. I have a rod right there ready, but yeah, just gotta build this section. Let me wide view that. So yeah, gonna come out here a little ways, angle up towards the hangers, and kind of 90 it over the top of the axle. And then my intention is we're going to have the 90 up in here. And then I'm going to have the exhaust pipe about right here. And that'll be the outlet. And it'll go straight down. Here's the tip. And this is kind of how it'll sit. I'm doing it up. I'm keeping it right here because, like I've mentioned before, I might eventually do the high rear bumper from Relentless to gain more rear clearance. So I figured I might as well stop the exhaust there, give me as much clearance as possible. You can see I don't run the spare under there. So yeah, that's kind of where we stand right now. But yeah, I'm hoping to finish the rest of the exhaust, at least get it tacked today. That might roll into after the holidays. But once I have that tacked, I'll go ahead and start sourcing a welder, and I can go ahead and just drop that off while I do finish the rear end. Hopefully the weekend after Thanksgiving, I guess it'd be 2 weekends after. Excuse me. 2 weekends after Thanksgiving, I intend to finish up the rear. Hopefully have that all buttoned up, and then we'll move on to the front and work on the re-gear for the front. And then got a bunch of other goodies that will go on as well. And then hopefully by that time I have the exhaust back. I can mount that for good. Hook up the O2s, the wideband, and we'll be tuning. Yeah, I think that's pretty much where we stand. I just figured I'd do a quick update because probably won't post another video until probably post an update once I get the rear done and I start tearing the front apart. I plan on doing a video. I get asked a lot in the Facebook groups about some of my comments regarding the upper control arms when you do a like a coil lift or, you know, a bigger lift than say 1.5 inches. I know a lot of people that do that end up with popping and wild noises in the front. And so I plan on doing a video where I still have my factory upper control arms. So I'm going to have all of this out. So I'm going to go ahead and mount the factory ones and just kind of do a brief video showing why I make the comments that I do regarding that. I'll show how the bushing is basically limited in motion, and why when you lift you need to readjust your uppers if you run the factory ones. So look for that video coming probably in a couple weeks. Hopefully that answers a bunch of questions that people have. Apparently that broke off. All right, well, pretty quick one. I just kind of wanted to start the truck. It hadn't been started in a while, just to make sure everything's still good. And kind of hear what the exhaust will likely sound like without as many leaks. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next one.